Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Darcy, and when I was adjusting my camera a minute ago, it messed up my video and now I have to start over, but that's okay. This is my very first gel plate, and so I'm kind of happy and excited about it. I'm just wiping the paint back off now. This is I was going to use, where did I put it? Oh my goodness. My name is Darcy. Welcome to my channel. No, seriously, I had like a pile of draft paper that I was going to use, and I don't know where I set it. So, drafting paper, this stuff. So let me grab out a new one, since I apparently don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Whatever I do is what I do. But for right now, apparently I'm just painting my brayer green. Go figure. I kind of like this effect right here. So what's, did I ever get red out? No, I did not get red. This seems a little too, this is Tuscan red. It might be too orangey. We'll try it. Trying to think if I even have like a red. Ooh, I do have I wonder if I put that on the wrong side. My chair's doing the squeaky thing again. I'm not starting off good. I haven't made a video in several days, but I've been doing craft stuff, so no worries there. Hopefully I'll show you some stuff I've been working on. Right now, I'm looking for here my basket of, wait, I had a red in here. I do have a red in here. I thought I pulled out a red. I'm like, why would I not have pulled out a red? Wondering if I have this upside down. Is there a right way and a wrong way on the gel plate here? I'm wondering. I know I'm getting like super thin layers. I kind of want that to dry a little bit. Alright, well, I thought about the drafting paper might be cool. No, can't really see it on the other side quite as much as I thought I would. The problem is I have it so light that then when I go to do something else, I must not be putting enough on. Like I said, first time, and of course when you watch people do theirs, it's never, they never actually say how much of anything. That's way too much to put on. And I don't want it perfect, so there's that. And and do that. And that's so cool. Do that on this. Of course, I used the wrong one, so now I'm getting. Oh, I should probably have a bucket of water over here, huh? But I don't. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. I don't know if it's okay to move it or not. But I definitely know I want it to dry before I add some more paint, which I want to do. In fact, I'm gonna get that paint out while I'm thinking of it. Pretty sure I have some in here. I moved all my paints. I don't want browns. Copper. Hold on, I have to look at those because I don't know if I took the gold out or not. But that's alright. Metallic white and metallic black. Alright, did I ask how everybody's doing? I'm all over the place today. Like I said, haven't made a video in a little while. and it's kind of messing with my head. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What's a question I can ask today? Roxy Creations. Rachel at Roxy Creations asked how the weather was yesterday, so I don't want to ask the same question. How about, what is something that you have not made yet, but that you really want to make? You really want to try. But you're kind of, maybe you're even just a little bit afraid to even try. Oh, you know what? I was looking for, I don't know what I'm looking for because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I thought that I had a bigger silver maybe, but nope, nothing's where I think it's supposed to be, so I have to, I don't think I like the bronze. We'll go with copper or off-white. I don't want to move that. Okay. That's interesting. It's kind of cool. All right. I can do this. Do you think it's dry? Do you know where I put it? That's a serious question. I put it somewhere to dry. Oh, right here. Oh my goodness. Is it dry enough, do you think? It still seems pretty wet. All right, set it. It's over to my left. I'm going to forget again, I promise. All right. Don't know why the cover's off that. That seems dangerous. All right, put these back in here for a second because I need space. And I've got so much stuff out right now that there's not a lot of space. So. Oh, and I just, I'm trying to make some backings for these, which I actually don't need it quite that big, so that's good because then I can have it, it'll just be showing around the edge, so I don't know why but whatever I make, if I really love it, may end up being something different, so we'll see. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, yeah, let's get on with it, lady. And all this paint here, I don't care. I forgot I had tumbled glass. Let's see. One of my bundled sage, I think. And then, so these were all ones I already had. And then I got candied apple is new. And for distress oxide, like candied apple is new, period. I've never had a candied apple anything before. So these are the oxides. But then I also kind of want to see what they look like. Yeah, I'll send that to somebody. Ooh, good thing I don't have paint all over me yet. Oh, I was like, suddenly I remembered I had 2 bags. It scared me for a minute. I might have gone shopping yesterday. So I've got this candied apple, and I also have a lucky clover. And now I have tumbled glass distress ink, which I didn't even know I had the oxide because they were over in the corner where I couldn't even get to them. So that's kind of sad. So keep out the red and greens. And then I've got coming from Amazon. Ooh, I can play with those too. From Amazon I have, because I hate cutting those out. I can talk. From Amazon I have the one with the barn door coming. So don't need the purple. Don't think I'm going to need the crushed olive, but we'll see. And then I have more colors of the inks over here. But I'll start with the oxides. So candied apple, and that's liquid clover. I'll have to find the pine needles because I kind of wanted to test those out together. Ooh, and I got the frayed burlap too if I can find it. I had it somewhere. All my stuff that I had got in the mail yesterday, or the day before, when I got my gel plate anyway. It was all in a pile, nice and neat on a table, and then when I went to look for it this morning, it was like all over the living room floor. I don't think the cat could have really pushed it quite that far. All right, I think that it's been long enough now that I probably can do this. Whoa. Hopefully. I'm going to do it there. I don't know if that's the color I want. So well, I'm still gonna try it, even if it's just a little bit. All right, where's my paper so I can use? Seriously, welcome to my life. All right, I guess we'll just go ahead and do this corner to corner for now. Don't even know if my paper's on there right. I like that I have a wide roller sprayer so that I can get straight across. All right, my stars don't really show, and I'm not sure where that black is coming from. Oh, I guess the green must have turned kind of a blackish color. So let's see. I'm gonna use up the rest of this copper here. And I know it's not even gonna really show, is it? But the more I do something with it, the more it just wants to come back up. What color is this one? That's the Kelly green. That one's like super bright. Super bright, super bright. And this is Italian sage. So I thought I already had one open, but I don't know where it is right this second. Or, oh, I like this. Hold on. Where did it go? Where did what go, you ask? Well, first of all, the thing I brought in here so I could match the colors, but would have had to put in a safe place because it's made of fabric. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. A chaotic world. This is what it is. It's right in front of my face. Alright, let me try not. So this is what I worked on this week. So I made these little clusters. So this is, I want to make some cards also to go with these. So we'll see. And then this is the journal cover that I'm working on. Still, it's a work in progress. There's still more that's going to happen with it. So I just need, we'll take this one that doesn't have all the precious beading on it for color matching. Because it's more of a blue-green than a, but not to the teal, not to the point of teal. That one's not bad. All right. It's a little light for, what am I doing wrong, people? All right, so I probably don't want to press down hard, but I mean, I gotta press down some. What's this one's? Christmas green. Okay, well, let's just put some Christmas green in there. Just for, that is a really bright Christmas green. Like, really bright. Probably should move that out of the way. While it's still wet, I want to kind of, oops, get that, not that much. Trying to get a blue-green kind of, sort of. I'm apparently trying to get, I don't know what that is. Just playing. Oh, maybe a little bit of teal, maybe a little bit. I wanted to make sure I use some different ooh, look how pretty that is. Ooh. Oh, here. Oh, that's cool. Why have I never thought to do that before? Yep. So when I rolled it, I got the image on there, and then I rolled the image onto, how fun is that, onto here. That's fun. Also, that's fun. All right. I need to probably move these out of the way that I don't want paint all over. Probably. Might be good. All right. Ooh. All right, come on. Ah, that's more than I wanted. I hate when it makes that noise too. Needs to dry more, doesn't it? It's so pretty. I don't want to mess it up. Let's use this one. Need more on there though. All right, let's just. Oh, I kind of like that too, where it's just on the edge. Oh, that's the way I want to go. Nope. That's the way I want to go. Oops, I took some off. I didn't want to take that off. Hold on. Make it work. Just kind of blur that out a little bit. Come back in with some. Where did it go? Some red. Alright, let's try it. Let's see. I do want it to dry a little bit more before I don't know. Does anybody know? Probably moved that too much. Alright, let's try it with my hand instead of the brayer this time. Maybe I pressed too hard before. I don't know. Not quite the green I want for this, but also, let's see. I'm gonna figure this out. I am. I'm determined. How do y'all have the patience for this? Because, like, don't you now need to, like, let it dry a little? Am I getting it too thick? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Oh, that must have been what picked up from before. That's cool. Which gives me an idea for what to start with, kind of, sort of. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go over a little bit like that. Okay. Now, well, that's good. I like how it does that, but I don't want a harsh line right here. So I'm going to take away my harsh line right there. And I'm going to take this and see if I can put it back down there. Whoops, I broke another. Nope, does not want to go back down. That's all right. I don't need you to go back down. Well, that's pretty much, I'm going to have to, never going to get those off. Am I? Alright, someone said you could use distress inks and distress oxides on this too. I don't know. So far, I'm not having a lot of luck with it. I'm glad I bought the cheapest one. I have a feeling it must take practice. I think that I will be moving on to my distress oxides and inks in just a minute, because those, I need to have some fun after having some frustration. So what has your experience been with a well, see, now I can't even remember if the question I asked was in the video that stopped and I had to restart, or if it was in this one. Yeah, don't know. So yeah, like this is something I'd never tried before, kind of wanted to try, so I'm trying it. Getting a little frustrated with it. Scissors in the way doesn't help. There's like all those lines in there now, which is kind of cool. Also, I mean, I think I actually just, I'm glad I got a small one. I think I have just as much fun and just as much success when I just use a brayer and on the paper, and then use stencils with ink. You know what I'm saying? So this one's simple. We'll stick with simple. Also, I know I still had one more piece. I've only done 2, right? I still had another piece. Oh well, let's see. I also had a library card. I had all kinds of, alright. So there's 1, and here's 2. I should have had one more. That's my new pen, my erasable pen, or invisible ink pen that I got to play with. Hey, look, there's my burlap and my faded jeans. So while my brain tries to brain, I was looking for library card. So I thought that would be a good size. Index cards are this size too, so a lot of people, I don't mind if that happens, will use index cards. Well, that's weird. What's weird is that it picked up the red but none of the green. Well, I'm gonna leave that, and it'll be there to play with the next time I play with that. Kind of done with that for right now. Kind of annoyed a little bit, but that gave me an idea. Alright. Did give me an idea. So I want some permanent. I want some archival ink. Here's my archival ink. Here we go. So I will use some archival ink. This is just the red geranium. And put that on first, and then I'm going to do my distress oxides and see how that turns out. And not sure how distress oxides will take on this card anyway, but we'll see. Alright, now I've not used burlap before, so I kind of want to use a little bit of burlap just for a neutral. We already have red on there, so let's do some greens. I've got some pine needle. Well, that is a bright green. Yeah, I also ordered, what is it called? Oh my goodness, words. I can't do words. The other green, the moss green I ordered. That's what I ordered. Alright, and I'm going to turn this as I go. Alright. Let me entertain you. Wipe up some of this with some of these over here. So think the pine needles is a lot brighter on this than it was on the, at least it seems it. Where's my ink? I don't even know if the pine needles is in here. Here it is. See, doesn't it seem darker? It seems it. Oh, also, hold on, this is why I have this plugged in. Where is it? Here it is. Don't mind me. Oh yeah. Like, this is the effect I can get not even having a gel plate. I just play around to get that. So, maybe I'll show that. I don't know. I can't make any promises because I'm just kind of going with the flow here. And, you know, letting everything drop and fall. And that's just so much fun. Oh. I'm glad this shirt's not special in any way. You know, just kind of pressing the ink right against my shirt because that's fun to do. Yeah, I kind of like the effect of playing smooshing more than anything. So I'm really glad I didn't spend a lot of money on the jelly plate, but I still will play with the jelly plate and try to get better at it. I'm also going to do this. Move my, there we go. I don't want squares. I never thought to use a brayer with my ink to get it to spread out before I add my paper. See, now you can watch ink dry. I kind of like that the Harlequin is in the background. So yeah, that's something I hadn't thought of doing before is doing, because, well, the oxides are more pigmented, so it does cover it a little bit more, but if I was doing just the inks, like, let's add a little more ink. I should have my bundled sage ink here too, somewhere. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's just wipe the rest of this up. Alright, now that one I could just set it aside to dry, and I'll just leave that for now. Although, I know this isn't going to be the right green, but I think I will spray on just a little bit of that green. And this is just food coloring and water, but it's like all the greens. And then a little bit of black. And now I kind of want to just do a spray of water and let the water soak in for a second. That was just a tiny spray, not much got on there, huh? Let's do another spray. There we go. Except now it's not even. So when you spray the water on either of the inks, the Distress Oxide or the Distress ink, it takes off some of the, that's where you get that little, that's from the spray there. That's interesting. See, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of messy. Even the back's gonna be kind of cool. When it dries, I'll just have bits of it's edged in green now, basically. All right, that's fun. What should we do next? I have another library card here, and let's try. Why does that feel so thick? I'm like, is it too? It's just one. It just feels thick. And start in the middle and just kind of go out. Whoops, I'm going to try that anyway. Except my things want to be difficult, so I kind of have to go straight out because I can't go in a circle on this one apparently. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Now, do I have my, what do I have for greens in here? I have our evergreen bow and lucky clover and pine needles and twisted citron, pistachio, all the greens, weathered wood. You know which one? Oh, here it is. That's the one I was looking for. Tumbled glass we have there too. I don't know what happened to my peacock. He's got to be here somewhere. Peacock feathers. All right. Let's just do a bunch of greens. It'll be fun. Evergreen bow. That was pine needles. Evergreen bow. Lucky clover. I'm not going to do the citron though, I don't think. I'm going to do one of these, but not all three. We'll start with the... Alright, see if there's anything left in this one, because this is one where the cover doesn't. But it is one of my favorites. Adding some water. Just going to do this really quick just to get it smushed down a little bit. And then I'm going to take this one and I could do this with food coloring, watercolors, watered down acrylic paint, and the paper you use makes a difference as well. So there's one layer. And here's another layer. Just kind of turn that off, I guess, real quick. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of weathered wood to that. I don't know. I think maybe the, what did I use on the last index card? Where did I put the last index card? Oh, here. No, that was an index. I did something on an index card though. Oh, here. Alright, I just did some paint. So the inks don't work great on an index card. Just FYI. Let's see what the distress inks do. Use some of my bundled sage. And a little water. I don't know, I've seen some people use a lot more water than that, but that's alright. That's just me. You might have a little bit more luck with oxides than ink on the index card. It's just cardstock, basically. And we have that acrylic paint that's under there. And then, yeah, I'm just going to wipe the rest up. And do this. Oh, I don't have that color on that one. Let's do... Just kind of pressing one onto the other, just so now I have a little bit of that oxide in there too. Alright, so there's that. So let me try it on some mixed media paper and see the difference there. I have watercolor paper here somewhere too. I'm going to cut it in half. And that side, whatever happens, happens. Let's try some candied apple this time. And I had some Christmassy ones, but they've disappeared. I had them right here. Well, while you're waiting, you can look at those. Those are some tags I made this week. Well, any would work at this point. Even if it's not the, okay. And this is one I made last year. See? I don't need no stinking jelly plate. Okay, I've not used the candied apple before. We'll see. And that's mixed with a little bit of the, oh, and I just realized I'm using a distress ink. Man, that's gonna mess that up. Alright, we'll go on the top of that with another color. Where did my geranium go? There it is. Okay, we're about to find out why in the world you would want to use Archival ink over distress ink when you're adding anything with water. Yep, you're about to find out. Love myself with that. Alright, if I put those on the left side, I will never find them again. Alright, I'm going to do ink this time. So I have some tumbled glass. Ooh, that's a little darker than I thought it was going to be. And some weathered wood. And for funsies, I think I want the evergreen bundle, the evergreen bough, because it's kind of a blue green, I guess you might say. Alright, so now my problem is I have all these little squares. That's why I was using the brayer before, because I want to spread it without moving it around too much though. See, that moved it all into one. That didn't help. Forget it. Don't know what I'm doing. I'll just stick that right there. And right there. So you can see, now if you're going for a distressed look, it actually is kind of cool because it kind of fades away in the corners there. That's me in the corner. You can definitely see some of the blue that I had in there. And then some of the red bled right into there too. The distress ink. And that's where I had my thumb. You gotta be careful when you're holding it. Okay, let's see. Let me add a little more. I need more. I'm just gonna get dots and stuff with this, so I'm gonna need to add more. Not that there's anything wrong with dots. That still gives a fun effect, or spots, I should say. I don't know why I'm holding that so close to the paper. It actually works better when I'm a little bit. Look, you're watching ink dry. Isn't that cool though? I like that. All right. Let me add some darker green pine needles. Maybe if I do this, so that I don't have just a bunch of squares, maybe that will help. Also, if I had bigger distress inks, but it is hard to find distress inks. Alright, I kind of don't, I do, but I don't. Just add a layer here. And part of the benefit of doing it on bigger paper is then you can kind of cut out what you like. And I think because I'm drying it faster, I will probably get a little bit more things like, see the spots through. But the longer it stays wet, the more it disappears, I think, too, though. So let's get some spots. Wipe that up with that. All right, I'm gonna let that dry on its own, just for fun. See, so you can see where the distress ink was. No, you know, it's mostly gone. And then where the archival ink is, it still shows through, and it's on the background there. And what do I want to do with this now? It's nice and gunky. Gunky? Yeah, that's a word. Oh, he's like a lot of yellow in that green. Ooh, gesso. Gesso's always fun. Also, this is going to affect the white, but I forgot. I've got tea. I've got some tea over here. Which I kind of wish I'd gone ahead and done the tea first, but. So you can see when you add the liquid that you're going to get. Let's just see that. Ooh, I should have added tea instead of water. That might have been cool. Alright, let me dry that before all the green disappears. So you can see now that's lighter because of the water from the tea. I didn't really get it on that side as much. Alright, what's left of this little bit of green, I'm going to add some tea here. And want more tea than that, but that's alright. What are you guys actually seeing? Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't just seeing my paints over there, because that would be sad. So now I'm just kind of getting this light layer of this grungy tea with the green in it. So that's a nice first layer right there. Let me add a little more tea. I'm afraid of adding too much tea, so I'm not just pouring it out. Although, I could take one of the bags. This is, yeah, oh, it's definitely cooled off. I'm like, it was so hot earlier. I'm just going to do the tea this time on that corner there. I just basically don't like to have a lot of white on my edges, because then I feel like I can't use my edges. But I still like when the ink comes off to the sides, like, hold on, I'll see if I can. Now, if I, oh, in fact, I'll show you. Alright, I'm going to dry that real quick. tea has like a, oh my goodness. Tea has like a yellowy orange tinge to it. And you could almost neutralize it. Oh my goodness. With purple. This is what I've been considering coloring my hair purple, because the orange in my hair is kind of a copper color, does not want to come out. So I've got, starting to look like Mrs. Oh, I forget, our history teacher, ancient history. She used to dye her hair red, and then it was, you know, all white underneath, so it would grow in. That's kind of fun. So it would grow back in, and you'd see all the white roots, and her hair was sort of short too. So you'd see all the white roots and and then the orange on the ends, and it wasn't really attractive. And that's what I'm looking like right now. All right, let me get some of that purple. That's Dusty Concord. So if I move that in with this orangey tea bit, kind of like the swirl action that's going on there. Maybe this one went in. So now it's a little bit less orange and more maybe grayish. I don't know. But it changes the tone of the tea. And what if I add the oxides to the tea? I'm curious about that. Without actually getting Alright, I don't want to put my oxide on where all this is, so I'm just going to use my brush to get it off. It was a dry brush, no water at all. So now I have a mix of tea and pine needle distress oxide, because I just want to see what happens. And that was after adding some purple to neutralize the orange, which gives me more of the green that I want, which is nice. More of a darker green, like a forest green. So where that purple tea, the tea with the purple is, you can see a hint of purple, but because it was swirled and not totally mixed in, but not a lot. And then the green, I was able to get a deeper green instead of that bright green that you saw when I mixed it. And then on top of that, even it's even a little bit darker. A little purple. That's alright. A little purple's okay. Just playing, trying some stuff. Actually, I might leave that for now and do some stuff with it. So where's my watercolor paper? See what happens when I use it with watercolor paper. So this is the 140 pound cold press watercolor, Canson. It was acid free, but now it's going to be, I don't need a whole. Now these are nice for like a tag, but if you get the back all messed up, then it's going to be extra, because it's pretty heavy. It's kind of thick for a pocket. It's good for a tag. It's a good base right there. And I'm just going to put that to the side for a minute, and then I'm going to wipe down this mess. Oh my goodness, my area is getting smaller and smaller. All right, now I want to see what happens when I mix the tea with the red, and then I'll mix some purple in because that is so bright. But then I will mix some purple in as well to take down some of the orange and see what happens then. See, now it's like super orange. All right, that's like fluorescent orange. I don't want that. So let me take a little bit. I do have the oxide too, but bring in some of this purple. See if I can. Nope. And when that doesn't work, well, I'll add more. Because you see, you do see it? It's not quite as fluorescent orange now. Just playing with color now. So now that's more of a, I don't know what that's more of a. Guess we'll see in just a second. Oh, more of a burgundy. Kind of a light burgundy is what it ends up looking more like. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself because I pulled it and I got those lines, which is I'm keeping just, you know, for fun. All right. So when you have a color you don't like, you can adjust it some. Like if it's too bright like that. So let me do that again, only this time. Whoops. I don't want to get it on the water. I'm going to add some of this frayed burlap. And if I can find it, a little bit of black soot. But I don't know where that is. We'll add some hickory smoke then over here. I am warm. My face is hot. I hate when that happens. Oh, where's my aged mahogany? That's what, well, alright, the only problem I have with aged mahogany is it could look like dried blood. Oh well. That's alright. I'm gonna do water this time so I have a more. Still looks super bright. Alright. Oh. Oh my goodness. Everything is falling, falling, falling. That candied apple is super, super bright. I'm gonna try it on the edge right here, just to, yeah, it's almost like orange for the oxide. The that's the oxide, and then this is the ink. Much prefer the ink. I don't know if you can see where I did that in the corner or not, but so that's the Distress Ink candied apple, and that's the Distress Oxide. So if you got the Distress Oxide candied apple thinking you could use it for Christmas, and then it's like way too much, let's see. This is hickory smoke here. What's on my brush now? I don't even know. Let's move this hickory smoke into it, and this burlap is kind of got a little bit of green in it, so I don't know what that's going to do. Now we have kind of a coral. Ooh, let's mix in some of the, alright, let's just stick this in there. That is some weird colors going on there. Got some new colors going on here. Be a good fall color. Kind of a terracotta is what I ended up with. Interesting. Kinda. Let's So that's on top of the green acrylic. There's stick a copper hair in there with it. What do we have here? That's like some distressing too, right? Alright, wipe that up. That'll work. Now you're probably thinking, what are you going to do with all that weird stuff you just made? Well, first of all, I can add some, where is it? I already have swirly. Where did I put my Harlequin? That's what I'm looking for. My Harlequin. Not seeing it. Alright, let's do some swirls. Some swirly, swirly swirls. I already have swirls. That's why I was looking for the Harlequin. Maybe. I wonder where I put all my circles. I think there's still some stuff on here. I'm gonna do some gesso on this, so I need to do the archival. So there's a 2 and there's a 5. Are they perfectly aligned? No, but they're still cute. Alright, I think everything is pretty dry. And I have my brush that I like. And I had, the problem with my gesso is that it's got tea dye all over it. That also has something on it. Oh, that was my splatter one, I think. I just need to get some gesso on my table because the brush I'm using is super wide. Here it is. That one's still wet. Try one of these. I still got stuff all over my table. Sure, let's just use your fingers because that's fun. That's all I'm doing to that right now. I like to do my little aging, whatever I'm doing. I don't know. Just playing. Just playing around. Need more. Oops. Now, you might like them like this, and you'll just leave them like that, which is fine. You don't have to do all this weirdness that I do. Which, I don't even know what I do. I just kind of play with it until I love it. And sometimes that's just a weird, yeah, it's just, you never know what I'm going to do. That's the thing. I'm not loving this brush right this minute. This is part of my problem. Where are my other brushes? Alright, let's clean this one out. What did I have in that one? Just adding some gesso. Just light layers of it. I'm not like covering it with gesso or anything. If I move my pen out of the way, it'd be a little bit easier. I'm gonna kind of want some splotches too, I think. So it just adds to the mess. That's all. Just adding to the mess. This one I actually might, if I can find it, here it is. Go ahead and take a card. Pick a card, pick a card, any card. Now is not the time that I make it perfect either, so. Now is just a time where I play. And then I will add layers and more layers and just keep adding layers. Just trying stuff. Some of this stuff I've never even really done before, so just trying stuff. Oh, and then I have these weird ones. They might get a little bit more. Can't really see it. Oh, I know what I might want to do. Where is it? Take a wet wipe. Take off some of the gesso if I can. Kind of cleaning my ink, my stencil at the same time. If it was ink, the green would be going back onto the thing, but since it's paint, probably not. Maybe a little bit. What else do I have? I think that was everything. So now, put away my gesso. Take off some of my paint that's on here. Kind of, that's my drop off. That's my drop paper anyway. Okay, put my brushes in the water, Now, wouldn't hurt to clean this up, would it? I don't even know if I'm gonna put this one up. I might just go and play in my art journal and do that one instead, because when it feels forced like this, I just, don't like it. But I don't know, because, I mean, maybe they'll come out fantastic and it'll be like, oh, you'll want to see my process on this, but no, I doubt it. Let's see. What color? Oh, I found my Harlequin. Nice. Alright. I know, just changing my mind all over the place. Nope, that's small and that's small, so I definitely want a larger something. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, what color do I want this to be? Do I want to change the color? It's texture paste opaque matte. So it kind of, the color comes through, so I'm just looking for this. My fan's on, so I'm going to go ahead and put the cover right back on there. Also, it's not going to help. I need I have one somewhere, a wider palette knife probably would have helped, but oh well. Nothing like putting a giant fleur-de-lis on a, and because these are not plastic, they are what did I, oh, here it is. Well, next time I should just set the cover on and not put the whole thing on, because this one's cardboard instead of plastic. It's thicker. So that's going to make for a thick tag, isn't it? And I'm not getting it on there perfectly because I don't want it perfect. And it's a nice grungy little card. Well, let's keep it that way. Oh, and the more you play with it, apparently, the more, the faster it dries fairly fast. You gotta work with it quickly, apparently, or you'll just pull it right back out. Oh, stay. Fine, don't stay. I don't care. Whatever. And of course, every time I do that, it gets thicker because it, it's hard to clean off cardboard. Let's just, not cardboard, cardstock, basically what that is. All right, let that dry. What's next? Already has that in the background. What I do with my, really? Here it is. Yep, that's it. So where I don't have the Harlequin, I'm going to lightly and darkly and lightly, and in some spaces darkly and Then again, lightly in some places. See that? And I use the Archival ink so that if I do something else to this where I add some kind of liquid, it won't. Like if I wanted to decoupage a napkin over this, but probably won't. Probably just leave that as it is. I don't hate that. You know how we find out if we really like it this way or not? I am curious though. If I sold these in my store, do you think people would buy them? The mixed media tags. I don't know. Because I like selling my naked journals because it gives people an opportunity to play and make their own stuff. Especially people who might not have the dexterity or the strength to be able to bind a journal. Because my first naked journal actually went, well, I had a lightly embellished journal. That one was bought by somebody. And then my first naked journal that I sold went to somebody that had RA. And both people gave me fabulous reviews. And if you go look at the reviews, you can see who bought one of my journals. But privacy issues, I can't really say who. So, but she did write a review. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of, and what I like, this is why I do the gesso on the edges, because then when you do the inking, you get this texture, which is a little bit, you know, and see, that's why I gesso the edges, in case you were ever wondering. And now this video is 1 hour and 12 minutes, so I'm going to keep playing, but I'm going to let you guys go. Have a delightful day. Much love. I'll keep playing with these. And then next video I'll show you what I ended up doing with them. If I even put this video up. I don't know. Maybe. I haven't put a video up all week. So I feel like, I don't know. But I wasn't funny in this one. So that's going to be disappointing. This is the drop paper kind of paper. That looks more orange here than it is. It's more of a terracotta, which is still orange, but isn't that fun when you do the lifting? Alright, bye people.